George, you in sync with these guys?
Definitely. I see it the same way.
I think we'll see a desperation round by Prince William here to make something happen.
It's Prince Charles.
Prince William, Prince Charles.
I knew we were going to get screwed up with all this Prince stuff.
Right.
He's Williams. All right, Williams comes out busier in the 11th, just as Larry Merchant suggested he would.
What's coming in with that elbow, right? What's coming in with that elbow? Let's go.
Prince William was Prince Charles' son, right?
One or the other.
Let him out of there, Prince.
How does a guy from Ohio get a name like Prince?
Well, he's actually from Columbia, Mississippi.
Oh, well, that explains it.
There you have it. He was born in Columbia, Mississippi, so he's Southern royalty, Larry.
Prince Charles has started to pick up the pace, but he's not going to get a knockout in that fashion. That 10th round was a very important round. He should have taken charge more so.
Well, he did what his corner told him to do, or so it would appear. And he's using the energy now. Toney is sticking right with him, as you see.
Toney is like some of those good basketball players. They wait for you to bump him, then they shoot. He's waiting for them. He's not. If you don't bump him, he's not going to throw a lot to you.
Hold on, Prince. Hold on, Prince. Let him go, Johnny. Let him go.
George, I didn't know you were a basketball aficionado.
I just learned how to bump.
Well, you're from Houston. Everybody from Houston is a basketball aficionado now.
These days,
Is there anyone who doubts that George's style would play well in the NBA the way the game is being played right now?
Watch your hands. Come on, Johnny. Walking. Right hand, Johnny. Right hand.
Halfway through round 11. Solid round so far for Toney, even though Prince Charles Williams has tried to be active again. There was a good right hand inside by the champion.
Toney's very smart. He's using the power right hands in the last couple of rounds.
Finding punching range now. Williams apparently too tired to go in and lean on Toney as he did throughout most of the fight, and James Toney taking maximum advantage.
Which is great because when William was coasting, Toney coached too. Now the coasting is over. Toney decided, hey, I'm giving you something to add to your wasting of energy, which was very smart. He did not try to land a power punch when William was coasting the previous time.
Upper body movement from James Toney. He slips a punch there, ducks another one there, and keeps coming back with brilliant counter punches of his own.
It's amazing to see a young fella that smart. It's amazing. You just don't see that often. He's young and he's crafty. I don't understand how he's gotten that so.
Watching all those old Ezra Charles fight films.
How could he have known that Prince was coasting the previous round? It's amazing. I didn't hear his corner tell him about it.
James Toney beginning to take command in round 11. Solid left-right combinations carrying the round for the champion.
I want one more round like that.
Great round.
I want one more round like that, and we're going to wait here with our belt.
Last round.
You're the man.
All right, guys, last round, we touch him up.
Okay, now back them up with the jab.
Touch with one hand, baby. Touch with one hand. Keep your other hand high. Okay?
I want it. I got to have it.
You're the man.
All right, give me 3 minutes like that.
Hi, Bob.
I must have it.
Hi, hi.
You the boss.
Your house. My house right now.
Give me 3 minutes now. You shook
Hand move. Let's repeat history. Let's repeat history, baby. Come on.
Million short jab. Bill Miller said about the Prince here that you can't cook with old grease. And right now the old grease is looking a bit like old grease.
More than
And
anything,
Toney is doing the cooking.
He fought the wrong fight for the wrong part of it. This is the time you want to stay close in the latter round. Build up your points early on with nice long jab. You have the greater reach. He didn't do so.
Well, they were operating under the theory that you could out-hustle James Toney. Maybe you could a couple years ago or 3 years ago before he moved up to this weight where he's so comfortable, but that's awfully tough now.
You're absolutely true. This guy is not only energetic, but he is also crafty. It just doesn't go with his young age. I'm amazed.
In the 11th round, Toney threw 90 punches to 59 for Williams. By stepping up his activity level in the second half of the fight, James Toney has seized command.
Now he has Williams following him around right into his right hand. Whenever he wants to deliver it, it's there for him.
And Toney's superior skills as a counterpuncher will play into this situation perfectly.
Both corners did a great job on fixing eyes.
Good point.
I think that William was confused. He thought that leaning on Toney would really tire him out. He didn't understand he's not a light heavyweight. He is right there the same weight.
But he didn't have any other choice, I feel, George, because Toney's skills are just too good for him from a distance.
I see it that way right now.
I think that's entirely right. If he had fought this way from the beginning, he would have gotten taken to the cleaners. Now Williams acting a little bit. But that's okay. James Toney doesn't need the satisfaction of a knockout at this point. He's perfectly willing to surge forward, get a decision, and move toward that November 19 payday with Roy Jones Jr.
I think Toney has proven that he can box his way out of anything.
This was a heck of a test, because he faced a strategic challenge unlike anything else he's faced recently.
Yeah, and he did a lot of it on his own thinking. That's what amazes everybody. Toney is a great fighter. Now,
he adjusted in the ring, didn't he?
and his legs are strong at this point.
Let him out, let him out. Don't hold that head, don't hold that head down. Let's go.
Prince Williams got nothing to be ashamed of. This guy is a smart fighter.
Oh, what a right hand!
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We're watching a great fighter, guys. I mean, this guy took the other guy's best, his strength, his experience, a bigger man. He stuck in there with him. And then when the time came, he finished him. It's not a great crowd-pleasing fight, but boy, it was a crowd-pleasing finish.
It was everything I would like to see in a boxing match.
James Toney in his career has several knockouts past the 9th round. I don't remember for sure. I think the number is 4 or 5. He knocked out Michael Nunn to win the title in the 11th round. Here he knocks out Prince Charles Williams in the 12th round. You don't see a lot of fighters who can do it, guys. This guy sets you up over a long period of time, maintains his stamina and control, and then finishes when the opportunity is there.
This is a throwback to old fighters who would do all kind of tricks and then finish you off because of your mistakes.
Let's take another look at the knockout, George, and how James was able to set up and land this right hand.
The main thing, he has Williams following him around. A guy follow you around, he's open for a right hand. You never follow a puncher.
It was a tremendous shot. Prince Charles Williams appeared eager to get up toward the end of that count. Referee Joe Cortez appeared quite satisfied to count him out. And keep in mind that 1 week ago, Robert Wangila of Kenya died after a fight here in Las Vegas. You can expect the Nevada State Athletic Commission to remain quite wary for a while about fighters who are hurt in the late rounds. Now let's go to Michael Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Joe Cortez reaches the count of 10. The official time, 2 minutes, 45 seconds of round number 12. The winner and still IBF Super Middleweight Champion of the World, James Lights Out Toney. Ladies and gentlemen,
and with the knockout victory, Toney sets up his November 19 showdown with former Olympic star Roy Jones Jr., middleweight champion of the IBF. It'll be Jones who will have to come up 8 pounds in weight to fight James Toney. Many believe that it's the right move for Roy Jones, who appears to have been having trouble making the 160-pound middleweight limit. Final punch stat numbers: James Toney landed 80 more blows, threw more than 120 more blows than was the case for Prince Charles Williams. More than 200 more blows. I'll get my math right here in a minute. Percentage is pretty close. Williams landing at a high percentage because they fought so much inside. The end of the story.